in this path of learning to try to understand a situation that I'm dealing with in my law practice. I've got people coming in that care greatly about what's happening, and when the rubber meets the road, and sometimes people need to make really tough decisions, they're unable to do it, despite the fact that not making that decision or choosing to go a different path is going to be absolutely a worst outcome. And sometimes we've prepared for it for weeks. I've had people come to me and want to file civil cases or other things. And colleagues have told me similar instances that people will sue and then just not show up to court because they can't go there. All of these things seem to be cognitively, emotionally dissonant. You have someone that feels that they've been hurt, someone that recognizes a way to get out of that circumstance and be compensated for the pain, and not be able to do the very thing that was originally known to be required to get a resolution to the case in the way that they would want. And they can't do it. And please forgive me, and I hope I don't bring offense to you, and I'm asking you to keep an open mind. And right now, no matter what we think about men, what we think about fathers, no matter what our personal experiences are, I'm asking you and begging you, quite frankly, to step back for a second and just listen, even especially men and the women that are with men that are sitting here thinking, I wonder what he's getting ready to say, because there's something about this that I hope someone starts talking about. Men complain when they go through divorce and child custody issues. Now I'll put the caveat here. The ones that I see are the ones that can't be worked out between the parties on their own. There's a lot of people that are loving parents, loving fathers, loving mothers that are healthy, that are able to look at the family unit and be able to do so in a way that's really healthy. There's also a whole group of people that are fearful that they don't have the resources or what's going to happen in the broader sense of the family if they don't capitulate and make certain decisions. I see it all the time. You can't develop deep emotional bonds and the ability to be authentic with each other while you're worried about whether or not you're going to get a shiv in the 13th and 14th rib. And the reason why we get to that point in time and the consequence of not being able to handle it is a lot of time we think of each other as a bitch or someone who can't stand. He does, you know what? He needs to grow thicker skin. We're not understanding of any of us. Many of us are on the verge of breaking down, verge of fucking throwing in the towel. The number of men that I'm talking to right now, they're actually getting hit by their women, locked in the garage, actually being hit with items and fists. I talked to a gentleman and his wife a couple weeks ago, and they admitted that she boxed him around the ears when she got angry and literally ruptured his eardrum. Men are in a very difficult, vulnerable state right now, whether we want to talk about it or not. Even if it's just a small amount, some of these things are concerning.